from anybody else, so. Joanne Kendall, and Anne said she's sick too, I think. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. This is the first public hearing for the Citizens Advisory Committee for Community Development to discuss the 2024-2025 Annual Action Plan. My name is Abby Shelton. I'm the Community Development Director for the City of Owensboro, and I appreciate you guys being in attendance. From the committee, we have Ms. Daisy James and Mr. Bobby McCormick joining us. Lifetime residents and community impact leaders for our city. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your days to be here. So this is a continuation in the last year that we will be updating the annual action plan as part of the 2020-2025 consolidated plan process. Of course, we are concentrated in the Northwest, or has been now renamed the Riverview area. And this is an updated map to give you an idea of the projects that have taken place within the Riverview NRSA to date. So you can see we've got exterior rehab, rental rehab, single family rehab, a few demos, and some private projects that we tried to pull in, but they just did their own thing. So it's nice to see that people are investing their own money. We also have some down payment assistance for first-time homebuyers, and then we have, of course, our partnership with Regional Water Resource Agency to remove downspouts from the combined sewer system. So to date, in the Northwest/Riverview area, we have had 267 projects, and then if you'd like a copy of this map, because I know it's super busy, I'm happy to print out a bigger map so you can see what all those little dots are, and those represent all the different projects, and you can see some of them are layered on top because we've done some single family rehab, and the single family rehab has been sold to a first time home buyer, so down payment assistance was given to that home buyer, and now the home buyer is doing exterior rehab to the property, so we're happy to layer those funds. The big project that we are going to undertake this year is the West First Street beautification. The intersections between Poplar and Hanning will be redone to kind of pull together or tie together the previous work that's been done downtown in Owensboro, so that'll continue to the English Park area. We have awarded that project to a Newberg firm, and they will be hopefully sending me a start date soon, but I have not gotten that back, but the materials have been approved by engineering, and we should see start on that project within this fiscal year for sure. So to date, we've had a total investment of $10.2 million. $4.2 million of that is public funds, and that includes our federal funding as well as our community catalyst grants that the City of Owensboro has set aside for additional funding to supplement the federal funding, and then $6 million of that is private funding. So as you can see, these are some of the projects that have been completed. I didn't have enough room to put before pictures up, but these are single family rehabs, they're exterior existing homeowner exterior rehabs, rental rehabs that have been completed. I have a commercial facade grant that was completed for the H.L. Neblett Center. They did install a digital sign, and then you can see our two new family builds on the top right. And then there is a multifamily private project that is going up on First Street. So total combined That is actually from 1999 to 2020. I did not include the NRSA, the current NRSA in that number, since we don't have final numbers, is about 35 million. So we're blessed to be successful with our NRSA investment for Owensboro. So that's it on our last year progress. Do you guys have any questions or comments? Daisy, can you hit your button, your microphone? Yes.
Is that it?
You got it.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
What I was going to ask you, has anything floated up to your office on the new senior center?
No. So the only interaction I've had with that is the RFP that we put together for the senior center before COVID hit, and then we put it out right in the first few months of COVID. So we didn't have any bites on that, but I know they are still looking at that project in many shapes and forms. But I've not been pulled into that.
Okay. The reason why I asked, because it's come up again.
Sure.
And of course, at one time, I was the director of senior services for Audubon Area Community Services. And as a matter of fact, when we went into that center, Mayor J.R. Miller was in Washington getting the rest of our money for us to move where we are, where it is now.
Gotcha.
And I noticed that the county is kind of knocking on the door, and I'm glad they let us know, tell them don't put the money away.
Yeah.
Speak up for us. But anyway, we do, that is something that this committee should look at too.
Sure. Yeah, I know. We just don't know what they want, and I think once they figure out amongst themselves what their needs are, that I'm happy to look at pairing services. I don't have that much funding, certainly to build a new building, but I'm happy to look at services to supplement anything that they may need.
Well, I just knew when they wanted to go, I read in the paper, I didn't go to any of the meetings, at the Y, that I thought, oh, that is not the place to go, and that was not. I don't think they're as itchy as they were when I was there, because I would always try to reassure them that whatever we asked for and we qualified for, that we would get it. And it's the same thing here. I bring the same thing to this committee too, even though if you have time to, I don't know, I only know what I've read in the paper.
Sure.
And I visited down there before, and I've been to the drugstore before down here on the corner.
Dan Howers?
Dan Howers.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm here and there and everywhere, but I'm bringing something else. Everybody's asking, can you do something about us getting a new senior center and everything? But if that would qualify for a presentation at this meeting if they're planning something, would it not?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Like I said, I'd be happy to call a special meeting and have them come together, whether it's out open or if they just want to sit down and we can discuss.
Yeah, because I think the part that they're saying is that the mayor the city would have to, this is their part in time. Did you hear that the county had, about 4 or 5 million?
I have heard that they have funds set aside. I'm not sure what the total is at this point.
Well, they don't work as hard as we do. Just strike that off the record.
Okay, so moving along, Daisy. I'm not touching that one. Does anybody else have any other comments, questions, concerns?
Bobby?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, if you just let me know,
Sure.
you still have a place on my calendar, which I've lost.
Sometimes I wish I'd lose my calendar.
But see, this is tax time and
Yeah.
all these other committees. So somehow I've left that somewhere, and I didn't have my name marked in it. I just have my initials. So that's good. And then it had something else that they had sent me from, I guess, from the federal
Yeah.
government about what is NAACP? Do they still have one here?
I don't know, 'cause I haven't.
Okay, but anyway, see, I'm still out there trying to find out how they find me. But anyway, okay, well, I am in for anything that you have to do.
Sure.
And so you're still on my list. I still belong to you all up here at City Hall.
Thank you. I
too,
appreciate that,
on the
Daisy.
projects and all. And if I get anything new, I can either call you and just tell you what I've heard.
Sure.
And so now I've opened the door so you'll know what we'll be talking about.
Absolutely, yeah. If I hear anything from the progress or any reports that the senior center may have, I'll be sure to reach out to Becky and that committee and see if there's anything we can partner on.
Right. I think we got as far as the land that they wanted down by right across from Catholic High on Parish Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
They gave us that land, and we didn't do anything with it. I was on the committee then,
Yeah.
and then there was something else that was a potential fundraising thing, and I put at the top of the list whenever we met, and if you get it, that we have some fundraising things that group could do down there.
Sure.
They have a little shop in there where they make things and
Sell
yeah.
things.
And the other part of it was we need to fix it this year, and you might make a little note of it. So when we do get it, for us to make comments on it, if you get it, what we'll do is come up with something that will bring money in, and that would be the center's responsibility to get that money, because they have senior games.
Right.
And I know they want a walking trail, and they something to bring everybody in. You know, Kentucky Senior Games. They used to have one at Louisville, and I never went to, and it was a big thing. So before my head gets too full of everything else, you let me know. You got my number, okay?
I appreciate that, Daisy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I guess we'll move along and discuss the annual action plan programming for the upcoming year. I have not completed or done a draft of the plan as of yet, in case there's any comments today. So looking ahead, we update the annual action plan every year as a feeder into our 5-year consolidated plan. They address the use of our home partnership funds from HUD and our community development block grant funds. We have not gotten our allocation yet allocation numbers this year. So these are anticipated funds. In the home budget, I put $358,000, and that will go towards our down payment assistance program, our community housing development organization partnership with Owensboro Area Affordable Housing Solutions. We will also look at doing a home build through the city, and also we have a partnership with Habitat for Humanity, so we do give them, we do purchase vacant lots and then grant them over to Habitat with an additional grant to help them get their builds done. And Jeremy has done such a fantastic job over there. I'm so happy and proud of what they're doing for affordable housing in Owensboro. And then, of course, we take some home admin off the top of it. So that is our home program funding, anticipated funding. Like I said, those are not concrete numbers because we have not gotten our federal allocation as of yet. Of course, with this program funding, we do new home builds, scattered site and qualified HUD qualified census tracts, our city funded builds, Habitat Partnership, 10% down payment assistance for first time home buyers, and then home buyer education. For our 2024-2025 community development block grant funding, we've set aside funds to continue the programming in existing home or exterior rehab. Downspout removal is complete. I think we've gotten everybody that we can with that program. So again, I appreciate the partnership with Regional Water Resource Agency. We are going to the beautification is the intersection program, so that will take place this year and into next fiscal year. And of course, our commercial facade program will continue, and then we do take admin off the top. So this is kind of a breakdown. Of course, we have our commercial facade rehab. It's a $15,000 grant with a 25% match. We also have our existing homeowner rehab. It's a max of $15,000, and it's a sliding scale based on income. And so the more you make, the more you help with paying out of that project, and the less you make, of course, the more the city pays. So with our CDBG funds, of course, we're doing our landscaping, looking at maybe possibly doing sidewalk connections, lighting. I know the transit department has done a great job with lighting the bus shelters, so that's a huge improvement to our bus stop installations. And then our downspout, like I said, program is complete. So in addition to the federal funds, we also have Community Catalyst grants, and with those grants, we're doing single-family new build grants, $15 per square foot, single-family rehabs, which is a $12 per square foot, rental rehab, which has actually been our largest program that we've taken on to date through the NRSA, and that's a $4,000 grant with 100% match. All of these are actually 100% match. And then our demolition grant program, which is up to $5,000, which is 100% match. So everything we do in the department is based off of helping low to moderate income folks, and this is our income limit summary that's provided by HUD. Usually every spring. We have not gotten an updated chart. So as you can see, it goes from extremely low to low, and 80% of the area median income is what is the threshold. So for one person and a family, the most you can make to qualify for the federal side of our programming is $42,700. And then it goes up to 8-person household. So that's the presentation on the annual action plan. Of course, today is March 6th, and it's first public hearing. We will have a 30-day public comment period beginning on March 12th. And then I'll see you guys back here, or if you want to meet somewhere else, we can meet somewhere else, but it's just easy to stream and have a central location. April 10th. May 7th, I'll present the municipal order to the City Commission for approval. And then May 9th, I have to submit at least 45 days previous to the start of our fiscal year. So I'll submit that on May 9th to HUD. And I appreciate your attention. Do you have any more questions? Comments, concerns? Mark?
Now this is what we are meeting for, is what we have on the table now.
Yeah, annual action plan. This is our final year for the consolidated plan. So the next time I see you guys, we'll be meeting to discuss the new neighborhood revitalization strategy area and consolidated plans. So that'll go from 2025 to 2030.
Hey, Abby, those housing that are going on West 5th Street, is that just Habitat already involved with that? Route, I say like 2400 block West 5th. They're tearing down some houses there.
I'm not sure. Mark, do we have demos over there?
I think there is one demo.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have one demo over there. I can look into it and shoot you an email and let you know exactly what that is.
Is that Habitat, did you say,
I'm
Bobby?
not
Yeah,
sure.
sometimes the city's involved with them. I was just wondering if that's just strictly Habitat or it.
Yeah, I can look into it. I know we've got, and I should have put this up there. We've got one new build at 426 Walnut with Habitat. I should say they have a new build at 426 Walnut that they actually have it framed. So that's the partnership that we have currently with them over in that area. But I'm not aware. I can look that up though, for sure.
They should be good to work with. I've received reports and things, you know, about how well they've done. And the guy that's the director over there, if he's still there, was with Owensboro Community, not Owensboro Health, not Owensboro Health. I get all these meetings mixed up. He was one of the workers at the Owensboro Symphony.
Oh, yes,
Orchestra.
Jeremy. Yeah.
Jeremy, and he's really good to work with, and I think that's something that we could be proud of. We can work with them.
He's pretty fantastic. He has so much energy and just positivity, and it spreads when he walks in a room.
Yeah, well, that's good. We need those kind of people to work with.
Yep.
You tell him that I said it.
I'll tell him I saw Miss Daisy, and she told me to watch out for you. No, I'm not going to say that.
Y'all got my back. So if y'all give me the ammo, I'll work it.
Well, does the public have anything they want to comment on? No? Okay.
I
All
wanted
right.
you to meet my husband, Roy. This is the
Yeah.
first meeting that he's ever been to, and Bobby knows him from work that you all did at
Okay.
Alcan
Alcan.
Aluminum.
Well, it's good to meet you finally, Mr. James.
Tell him I do behave myself when I'm at my house.
All right, well, we will hold the approval of the minutes from April 13th, 2023 till the next meeting. Maybe I'll get some food and maybe there'll be more people here. But I appreciate your attention. If you guys have anything that you want to talk about, you have my contact information, 270-687-8658, or you can email me at abby.shelton@owensboro.org. It is 3:23, and then do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you.